Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So, as promised earlier in the week, I made my budget shop part one, and this is budget shop part two. So, as already discussed, I shop at the food initiatives. I did two food initiatives on Tuesday. Friday, I do two separate food initiatives in a different area called Kirby. So, in the first initiative, it's a set price of £2.50. And for that £2.50, there's an array of trays, containers, and different products that you can choose which ones you prefer. And out of those, I choose 8 products and save 2 products for the two toiletries at the end. So the two toiletries today was a bottle of bleach and a bottle of washing up liquid. And the 8 products I got were a pasta bake, tin of potatoes, a tin of lentil vegetable soup, a long life milk, baked beans, a rice pudding, tuna, and a custard. I think that's one extra, so I might have confused one. A rice pudding, a custard. Sorry. Um, in that same place, I managed to get a packet of chews, so it's your refresher bars, your drumsticks, etc. And that was just 20p, so that would be a nice treat somewhere in the week if we just fancy something sweet. Also, they have frozen meals. Now, this first one is a chicken stew with roasted new potatoes. Tells you the ingredients, tells you where the products come from. It's all safe and above board, tells you the allergens. So inside is a nice amount of the chicken stew and some nice roasted potatoes. And you get 5 of those for £1, which is absolutely fabulous. I couldn't make 5 of those for £1 myself. So, and also besides that, I get the use of these containers again. So that's 5 of the chicken stew with roast potatoes. And also, this one is veal escallop with roast tomatoes and pasta. Again, all the information is on it, and you can see the size of that veal escallop through the container. Some beautiful roasted tomatoes and the penny pasta. So there's quite a lot in there for one portion. And that'll be a lovely meal for one person. So there's 5 of those and 5 of the chicken stew, which is 10 individual meals, £1 for 5. So that's cost me £2 for 10 meals, which is absolutely fabulous. I've had them before and they're beautiful. A couple of weeks ago, it was 2 pieces of sea bass, some nice roasted potatoes, and mushrooms. I didn't like the mushrooms, so I just took the mushrooms out separately, and I had the sea bass and the roasted potatoes, and had some vegetables myself. Absolutely delicious, and I got 4 of those for £1. Couldn't even buy that sea bass for that. There's no way. Sea bass is really expensive. It's more expensive now than it's ever been. So yeah, so that was the 10 items, 8 and the 2 toiletries. Now also whilst I was there, they had a 3 for £1 section on the personal toiletries. So I bought these to send off in the food parcel to my sons. So one's a shower gel. Yes, it's not a brand name one, but it's a sufficient shower gel. One's a fresh breath toothpaste, and one's an underarm deodorant. Now, in between, they're both working, so in between they'll buy their toiletries, etc. But when they run out, they'll have these stockpile that I send to them to fall back on, and they've never gone without soap, gone without toothpaste, gone without deodorant. They've always got something, so I'm quite happy with that. The second place I went to is the community grocers. As I say last time, Wigan, same community grocers, Kirby, but you're allowed to do up to 3 shops a week. So if I chose, I could go back to any of those midweek in between the Tuesday and Friday and do a third shop. So yes, I've paid £5 membership for the year, so you've got that outlay to begin with. But each shop costs you £4, and then on top of that, should you buy any extra products, you pay a discounted price for them. So the products I got, the 7 today I got was a dolmio lasagna and a dolmio bolognese. Let me see. 2 cheese and onion pasties, which are from Greg's. And they'll be eaten within the next day or two. These are like some Dutch tea cakes. It says like a milk rusk, but I prefer them with a bit of butter on. It feels like crunchy toast. The freezer meal today, there was a choice, and this is the one I took. So it's chicken and tomato tapenade. Again, that'll go to my sons, and they'll enjoy that. Trying to think what I got there. So 2, 3, 4. The extra large bottle of vinegar was actually 1.14 litres. And I'll use that to pickle some beetroot and for pickles during the week. So the week before, I actually bought myself some pre-packaged beetroot. I got 4 packets of it, really cheap. I think they were in about 20 pence a packet. And what I'll do during the week is I'll cut that into slices. I'll use the malt vinegar, some black peppercorns, and a little bit of sugar, and I'll make my own beetroot jars up, and I'll vacuum seal them either by water bathing or canning, and they'll be on the pantry shelf to see us through the bulk of next year. So I'm quite happy with that. The vegetables we got were some lovely sweet potatoes, nice spring onions, 4 apples, some, I don't know the difference between clementines and tangerines, but we got those, a couple of potatoes. So that was our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vegetable items that were part of the £4 shop. Also got a nice tin of tuna, and a bottle of ketchup. Now, I've not actually tried this one yet, but I was talking to the ladies in the shop today, and they're saying it's absolutely delicious. So I'm quite looking forward to that. The extra items I bought there today were some fresh milk that I discussed last time, and it's £1.30. So I buy one on Tuesday and one on Friday, and it takes us through the whole week. A tub of soft cheese. My husband will use this for the sandwiches for work, along with some meat, etc. Some bread, and the free gift is always on the wall. There's a number of different items, and the one I chose today was some plasters. I'm stocking them up in the first aid kit should we need them. The extra I bought again was just 50 pence for some tropical juice, which would be a nice freshener. I think I've mentioned everything there, Mr. Wallflowers. Is there something I've left off? Oh, another free gift outside the community grocers today was cyclamen plants. Look how beautiful that is. So, as you saw on Tuesday, I managed to get 2 hanging baskets. One was Caddel's that she kindly gave me, and one was mine. You're allowed to take one each. And today I got a cyclamen. So, with some of the dead summer flowers in the hanging basket, I can create a hole, take some of them out, and put the cyclamen in. So, it's brightening that basket up already. So, that will look quite beautiful. I've actually hung the baskets out, and they look lovely outside the front door. So yeah, all of that today cost me £12. We just take a look across Mr. Wallflowers and see everything we've got. So that £12, along with the £6.30 that I spent on Tuesday, is £18.30. Now out of that, some of these will be used during the week. Frozen meals, some of the packaged food will go to my children. and some of the jars and tins will be a pantry stocker, and we will rotate the dates. So the dates on these jars and the food is absolutely fabulous. So this is the 21st September 24. Again, some of the dates now I noticed on the tuna, it's actually gone past the date. So this one is the 31st of August 22. Now, yes, we've gone past that date, but these are just best before dates. So shops do that. It's corporatism basically, so they can restock the shelves and get them out quicker, and encourage us to throw food away. That's really viable food, but yeah, throw them away because it's gone past its best before date. And come and give us some more money and buy more stock. You don't need to do that. This food is fine, and seeing as that's only August just gone, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a year or two out of date, the integrity of the food is still fine. It just could be the flavours aren't as strong or whatever. And as I always recommend, and our parents always recommended when we were younger, smell it, look at it, taste it. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, you'll know straight away not to eat it. But yeah, slightly out of date is nothing at all. I'd be prepared to eat that a year out of date. It would not bother me at all. Best before date is total corporatism. You know, look, smell, taste. The dates on, everything else is absolutely fabulous. October 23. There's nothing wrong at all with this food. To even the milk there, which I've mentioned before, that's April 23. That'll just sit on the pantry shelf till we need it. This is what I'm saying about, we've got to have milk on the pantry shelf rather than depend on the fridge and the freezer. We lose electricity for 7 to 10 days. Where's your milk for your coffee other than your powdered stuff? Things like this will sit on the shelf, and that's what we need. Yeah, absolutely made up. So £18.30, video part one, video part two, and that's the shopping. It will not just last me this week, it will trail into next week, next month, and some might sit there for a year on the shelf yet for me to use. Okay, thanks for joining us. Find these initiatives, look for them in your local area. If it's not something you're familiar with, contact the council, contact your local community centres, contact the library, and ask them about these food initiatives. Some people think, oh God, what are you doing shopping at food banks when your husband works? They're not food banks. Food banks are there and they're crucial for people who need them. And if you can support them and donate anything at all to the food banks, I urge you to do that. These food initiatives are business run. They're not food banks. They are business run. They pay a wage. Some have volunteers. Some have paid workers. They're business run. There's no embarrassment at shopping or a food initiative. I am really so proud of myself for doing all this shopping at the food initiative rather than supermarkets. I couldn't express it enough. I've had to change the coffee that I drink because the supermarket that I was buying it from bumped the price up from £3 to £4, then to £6.50, and I believe now it's £9 for the coffee brand that I was drinking that I enjoyed. I've changed the coffee brand now and I'm paying under £3 for a jar of coffee, which is a quite big jar of coffee, and I'm quite happy with it. And it's something I've become accustomed to now, and I'm really happy with it. I will not be playing the game with them. I will not be throwing money after money at the supermarkets when I can shop like this. End of my rant. Okay, see you soon. Bye.